simply taking a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! 21. Hey, exit.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Blue there. Lights 57's right. Squeeze.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. 18 yards there and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
21.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike, here we go. 180! 2!
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. It's a 10-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A give to Bell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
You must be. Hey, lady, undercut. And lady, slam.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Here comes Pettis on the return. A very good return there. First and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 44, Garoppolo. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
11. Hey, Delta. Hey, hut.
Play action, Garoppolo. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 20-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. The give is to Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And some room to roam now. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Found his target, it's Anderson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Anunwa's got it, complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At the 49ers, 25-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Throwing again is Darnold. Dancing to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. D. Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check three, check three, check three. Ready?
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he's got a moonwalk. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, 33 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run. 37 yards. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
One, Omaha. Hey, Echo.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it'll bring up 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. New York set to take the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Bill.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Now it's Darnold. Under pressure now. Darnold, and he goes down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Check.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Got an open man. It's a noon one. And now running right through it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
We ain't beginning at first. 6-6. Pull it high.
Check it hot read.
Ready.
Switch.
Ready.
Again, it's Bell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Go, lady.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Who that? Check.
Hey, Haywood.
57.
Now they are going for it. Darnold. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 180. 11.
57 to Mike.
Hey, Mike 7.
I'm coming. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
13.
I didn't even let you play.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo flushed out right. That is incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. This one from 35 yards away. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, first and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he'll get about 3 as he takes us up near the 25.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 25 on second down, Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Open man is Anderson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
16 yards, a first down.
And the Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Bell. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll go again with Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now Bell. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. He takes this for 3 to the 29. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, gun. Six. Hey, 2.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 30 yards there, and of course the 1st down as well.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. 25 yards that time. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown of the night. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
$56. Man, 80. 56. We don't want this.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
On first down, Bell. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here we go. 180. White.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Marquise Goodwin, 76 yards. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Mike, 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Darnold on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Jets on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh? Playing skills. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch.